Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Grab a massive cup of coffee and maybe a stress ball because today we are diving deep into the absolute chaos happening on our screens. I am honestly exhausted just thinking about it, but we have to talk about the latest bombshells dropping this week. It is a lot to process. So let's just jump right into the madness because I cannot even believe what I am watching right now. R.J. Forrester. Let's talk about R.J. for a second. What on earth is going through his head? Seriously, what were the writers thinking with this guy? We just saw him having this incredibly passionate, magical evening with Melissa Dillon at his new beach house. They were connecting, sparks were flying, and it really felt like R.J. was finally moving on from his heartbreak over Elektra. But no, of course not. Because this is R.J. we are talking about, and apparently he cannot let anything go. Heartbroken and still stinging from being rejected by Elektra, he decides to completely blow up everyone's lives. And how does he do it? He goes running straight to his sister. He runs to Steffy to vent, but he doesn't just whine about his love life. Oh no, he drops a massive nuclear bomb. He reveals to Steffy that Spencer is hiding a massive secret about Logan's plan to overthrow Forrester Creations. I mean, let's be real here for a second. RJ is being so incredibly petty. He is taking his romantic frustration and turning it into a corporate weapon. He knows exactly what he is doing. A few episodes ago, he and Ivy were literally demanding that Ridge and Steffy fire Will, and now he has the perfect ammunition to make it happen. It's just so vindictive. Maybe I'm being too harsh on him. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. He is hurting, sure, but taking it out on Will's career just because Elektra chose Will over him, it's low. It is a really low blow. But let's pivot to Steffy, because oh my god, Steffy Forrester Finnegan is completely out of control right now. Steffy has been on a warpath lately. We all know she has been paranoid about Katie Logan and whatever is going on at that rival fashion house. She literally barged into Katie's office recently trying to snoop on designs. She got rejected by Fanny Grayson, who threatened to take her perfume business to Logan. Steffy is feeling the pressure. So, when RJ hands her this information on a silver platter, she doesn't just walk through the door of opportunity, she kicks it down. Steffy does not miss this chance. She corners Will Spencer. And you guys, this interrogation scene is just brutal to even think about. Steffy is the co-CEO. She holds all the power at Forrester Creations. And she uses every single ounce of that power to absolutely crush this young guy. She threatens to fire Will right then and there if he does not spit out the identity of Logan's mystery designer. And poor Will, honestly, my heart just breaks for him. He is already carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Katie swore him to secrecy about Hope and Deke Sharp working at Logan. He has been lying to his girlfriend Elektra, which has been tearing him apart. Elektra already interrogated him and pushed him to the brink, but she actually had the empathy to back down when she saw how much pain he was in. Steffy has no empathy. None. She is acting like a corporate mob boss. She is ruthless. She just keeps pushing and threatening his livelihood, his place at the company, everything. Will is just a kid caught in the middle of this massive, toxic corporate war between the Spencers, the Logans, and the Forresters, and he completely cracks. The sheer panic that takes over Will is terrifying. You can just see the anxiety radiating off of him. He is backed into a corner, terrified of betraying his mother Katie, terrified of ruining Hope's big secret, and terrified of losing his job at Forrester. It is too much for one person to handle. So what happens? Will leaves that interrogation in a state of absolute, extreme panic. His mind is racing. He is probably hyperventilating. He gets into his car, and then the unthinkable happens. A severe car accident. Yes, you heard me right. Will Spencer gets into a horrific car crash right after this brutal interrogation with Steffy. I actually had to pause the screen and just stare at the wall for a minute when I realized where this was going. It is so tragic. It is just so incredibly sad. Will didn't deserve any of this. He was just trying to be loyal. And now he is in a severe accident, his life hanging in the balance, all because Steffy couldn't handle not knowing a corporate secret. It makes me so angry. I am literally typing this so fast because I am just fuming at Steffy's behavior. Who actually believes this is going to end well for her? No one. Absolutely no one. And that brings us to the fallout, because the ripple effects of this car crash are going to tear Los Angeles apart. Let's start with John Finn Finnegan, sweet, moral Dr. Finn. We just saw Finn and Steffy sharing these romantic kisses at the Cliff House, acting like everything is perfect. But Finn is a doctor. He is in the business of saving lives. And when he finds out the truth about what happened leading up to Will's crash, it is going to break him. Finn discovers that it was Steffy's ruthless coercion, her absolute lack of humanity in that office, that indirectly caused Will's accident. He realizes that his wife pushed a young man into such a state of extreme psychological distress that he crashed his car. And you guys, this is the breaking point. We have seen Finn put up with a lot of Forrester drama. He has dealt with Sheila Carter. He has dealt with Liam circling his wife. He has dealt with all of it. But this is different. This isn't some external villain attacking his family. The villain is in his house. The villain is his wife. Steffy's corporate greed and paranoia literally put a kid in the hospital. The alienation is immediate. Finn cannot even look at Steffy. Their marriage is suddenly on the absolute brink of collapse. And honestly, I don't blame him. How do you look at your spouse the same way when you realize they are capable of being that cruel? Steffy is going to face the cold, hard reality of Finn pulling away from her. The warmth is gone. The Cliff House is going to feel like an icebox. She pushed too hard, and now she is losing her husband. I mean, maybe she can justify it in her head as protecting the family business, but Finn doesn't care about the family business. He cares about human lives. But wait, it gets so much worse for Steffy, because if losing her husband's respect wasn't enough, she just woke a sleeping dragon. Enter Bill Spencer, Dollar Bill. Oh my God, you guys. When Bill finds out what Steffy did to his son, it is going to be biblical. We all know Bill has been trying to play nice lately. He's been focused on Katie, focused on the Logan launch, trying to support the big blue diamond plot. He was already furious when Brooke slapped Katie. He was already getting riled up. But Will is his boy. Will is his flesh and blood. When Bill learns that Steffy Forrester cornered his son, threatened him, and pushed him into a panic attack that resulted in a severe car crash, the old dollar bill is coming back. He is going to go scorched earth. Bill vows to make Steffy pay. And he doesn't just mean a little corporate slap on the wrist. He vows to destroy her career. He wants to take everything from her. And honestly, I am here for it. I am so here for it. I want to see Bill tear Forrester Creations down to the studs. Steffy has been acting so entitled, so untouchable, sitting in that CEO chair thinking she can treat people like garbage. Well, she just messed with the wrong family. Bill is going to unleash hell. I wouldn't be surprised if he uses Spencer Publications to run smear campaigns, if he buys out their suppliers, if he literally does whatever it takes to ruin Steffy's life. It's just wild to think about how this all started. It started because RJ was sad about a girl. RJ's little broken heart over Elektra started a chain reaction that almost killed Will, ruined his sister's marriage, and started World War III between Bill Spencer and Forrester Creations. I really hope RJ is happy with himself. He better be sitting in that beach house feeling incredibly guilty right now. He used Melissa Dillon to feel better, and then he used Will's secret to get revenge. It's gross. And what about Hope? Hope and Deke are over at Logan, secretly prepping this massive new fashion line. They have been hiding behind curtains, sketching in tiny apartments, doing everything they can to make this a success. When they find out that their secret caused Will to crash his car, the guilt is going to be overwhelming. Hope is going to be devastated. She loves Will. Katie is going to be completely destroyed. Katie swore her own son to secrecy, putting him in the line of fire. Katie is going to blame herself, but Bill is going to make sure all the blame lands squarely on Steffy's shoulders. Let's zoom out for a second and look at the bigger pattern here. This show loves to do these massive corporate rivalries. We've seen Forrester versus Spectra, Forrester versus Spencer over and over, but this storyline feels different. It feels darker. Usually, it's just about stealing designs or poaching models, but this time, it's deeply personal. It's about family loyalty, psychological manipulation, and real physical consequences. Steffi crossed a line from being a tough businesswoman to being an actual abuser of power. And I have to wonder, where does Ridge stand in all of this? Ridge has been smack-talking Logan with Brooke, totally oblivious to the real damage being done. When Ridge finds out his daughter caused this, and his son RJ initiated it. The Forrester family is going to fracture. Brooke is going to flip out. Brooke already hates what Katie is doing, but she is not going to stand for Steffi putting a young man in the hospital. I just keep thinking about that hospital room. Will lying there, Elektra finding out. Elektra is going to be heartbroken. She literally just got back together with Will. She backed off her interrogation because she loved him and didn't want to hurt him, and then Steffi swoops in and destroys him. Elektra is going to hate Steffi. She is going to hate RJ for snitching. And Melissa Dillon. Oh, Dillon. She just had this passionate night with RJ, trying to move on from her own secret feelings for Will, when she finds out that RJ went behind Will's back and caused this. That new romance is going to crash and burn faster than Will's car. Dillon is going to see RJ for who he really is right now, a petty, vindictive child. This is just a massive, chaotic mess. I am typing this so fast because I just can't get over the sheer scale of the drama. Not every storyline on the show hits hard, but this one is a gut punch. It's a complete game changer. Steffi is completely isolated. Finn is pulling away. Bill is coming for her head. The Logan secret is probably going to explode into the public eye in the worst way possible. And Will is paying the ultimate price for all of their adult games. I don't know how they are going to write Steffi out of this corner. She is the villain. There is no redeeming this specific action. You can't just apologize for causing a car crash because you wanted to know who drew some dresses. It's absurd. It's tragic. It's peak soap opera, but it hurts to watch. Anyway, I need to wrap this up before I completely lose my mind. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you as mad at Steffi as I am? Do you think Finn is actually going to leave her over this? And how far do you think Bill Spencer is going to go to get his revenge? Because I think he is going to go all the way. I'll be back tomorrow with more updates, assuming my blood pressure goes down by then. Thanks for reading my massive rant. I just had to get all of this out. It's too much. It really is. Until next time, guys.